is a story about food. This is my story. My name's Barracuda. I'm a rapper, musician, I'm a chef, I'm an artist, a writer, entrepreneur, a traveler, explorer. This is my experience through food that I want to share with you. I've had ups and downs in life. I've been rich, I've been poor, I've made love, I've made war. I've eaten in penthouses, I've cooked for our nation's leaders. I've cooked for movie stars. I've also sat in line at the food bank trying to get a can of food so I can survive. My experience through food has always been genuine and comes from the heart, and I want to share that with you.
Look, uninhibited creative freedom is something that I've been incredibly fortunate to have. So at first I don't know any other way, and by now I won't have it any other way. Life is good. Why settle for less? Be open to experience, be willing to try new things, don't have a rigid plan. Accept random acts of hospitality without judgment or fear. Don't be afraid to wander. Don't be afraid to eat a bad meal. You know, if you don't risk the bad meal, you'll never get the magical one. But I think most important, be humble, be grateful. Be aware of the fact that you are probably the stupidest person in the room. I would much rather fail gloriously than not venture, not try. I have a story that you will want to listen to for 10 minutes. Why would any reasonable, and I might make a living doing that. Some of you might even want to pay for that story. To the point that I can make a living doing that rather than washing dishes or preparing meals. That's not normal. That takes something, and I don't know whether that's, that's often very much at odds with being a functioning, well-rounded, good person in the conventional sense. That kind of vanity, narcissism, self-regard, self-importance, and cheerful willingness to examine and share your feelings.
My name's CUDAS. Welcome to CUDAS Kitchen. Today we're going to be making Salmon Gravlax in the midst of chaos and everything going on in the world right now. COVID-19, the riots, the murders, the injustice of the people, white, black, working out above. And I'm here today to show you how to make Salmon Gravlax. We're going to get it popping right here out in nature the way it's supposed to be. Let's get it. Food is love, yo. Food is love. All right, guys, let's get busy with this salmon cure. So I do a 2-to-1 ratio. This is your classic golden brown sugar. You do 1 cup of that. Got 1 cup of brown sugar that's lightly packed. Don't mush it in, keep it loose. Right? We're going to do a 1/2 cup of kosher salt. So I got 1 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of kosher salt. Let's mix that up. We're going to be doing 2 applications for the Salmon Gravlax today. The first one we're going to be doing fresh meat and fresh dill along with the sugar and salt syrup we've already made. It's very simple to do. So we're going to grate the meat. That's going to add color and gluten-free to the salmon. It's also going to add a nice earthy tone to the flavor along with the fresh dill. This is going to be amazing. Check this out. Let's go. This is going to be our citrus Salmon Gravlax. What I'm using right here is called a rasp. These days you can find one for about $5 at your dollar store. Fresh orange zest. Let's get into it. Fresh lemon. Fresh grapefruit. Fresh limes. We got our lime zest here. With that liberally on the top. Orange zest. Bang bang. Okay. Going in with the grapefruit. Also known as pamplemousse. Put a bit more of that sugar and salt cure. Get that working together. And lastly, we'll go in with the lemon zest. Okay. Alright, so as you can see, we've got all our zest on here. Looking beautiful. Got your nice tri-color, all those flavors going in. So for now, we're going to take the leftover citrus fruit we used from the zest. We're going to cover that on top. But before that, I want to take that fresh fennel, those fresh wild garlic ramps, and literally just put that right on top, like so. It's going to act as an armor, you know, but flavor the fish at the same time. Now before I put all the citrus on there, I'm going to take that kombucha. I'm just going to drizzle it. We're going to place that citrus over top of that beautiful salmon, covered in our zest, covered in our sugar and salt cure. Okay? Put that all on top. I'm going to wrap this up, same as the other salmon we did. It's going to sit in the fridge for 2 to 3 days. We're going to come back to that and show you how to make all kinds of wonderful recipes out of this creation. What? Hey, welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. Here's both our salmon cures. We're 3 days into the process. They've been sitting in the fridge. Our sugar and salt cure has done all the work. Give them a little touch. Should feel a bit firmer, like a medium rare steak. That means our sugar and salt has done the work. We're going to wipe off all the veggie and fruit on top of these, clean them up, chop it up, go right in. Let's get it. All of the massive say, Lord of mercy, a bomba-clad big man salmon king. Alright guys, we're going to slice up our salmon now. The curing process is finished. You know, all the hard work's done. Now it's time to enjoy the bounties of your labor. For this job, you want a really sharp knife. You know, so one of my trips to Japan with Uma Thurman, I popped in, checked my homie Hatari Hanzo. He made me this. And basically what I've done here, I'm going to start cutting it on a bias, on an angle, so you get wider, longer pieces. I've taken a plate, wrapped it in plastic wrap. That way it's going to stay on top. It's not going to stick. It's easier to maneuver, use for whatever application you want to. So I'll show you a couple slices here. You don't want to go too thin, don't want to go too thick. It's quite strong with the sugar and salt. So, you know, you don't want really thick pieces. Hey, it's a food show. Check it out. I'm super blessed and excited to show you our first recipe, dish, application for our Salmon Gravlax, otherwise known as cured salmon with the sugar and salt. This is the one we made with the citrus blend, and we're going to be making a terrine for you. And basically that's just a lined dish with the stuffing or filling in the middle, which we put in the fridge and let it set till it gets cold. Cut it in motherfucking slices. The champ is back. I'm Mike Tyson, 53. I'm ready to go, you wiggity whack. And what we're going to do is line this. I covered it with plastic wrap. That's going to keep the terrine from sticking when we pull it out of the fridge. And you want to line basically every corner. You can overlap it on the ends and fold it over afterwards. I got cream cheese here, Philadelphia. You already know. Shout out Vinny Paz. I got fresh Thai bird chilies in there. I got some fresh lemon zest, some capers. Along with that, we're going to add fresh chopped up parsley, fresh dill. We got fresh thyme. Keep it on your watch. Fresh red onion. Let's get it. Check this out. I'd say add more dill than anything. Go light on the thyme. Get your red onion in there. I'm going to give this a good mix up. Make sure you press it all together. Good idea is leaving your cream cheese out in the sun like we did. Make sure it's soft. It's easy to work with. We're going to line our bowl with our cured salmon. Fill it up with this delectable mixture. The other thing I want to mention is you don't really need salt and pepper in here. The salmon's pretty salty as is because of our cure. And we already got spice from our chili peppers. So that's our mix. Shut your eyes when you look at me. Close your mouth when you speak to me. Put duct tape over your ears when you're trying to listen. Let's keep it on a professional level. This is our second dish with our cured Salmon Gravlax. Gonna put it on top of sliced cucumber, thinly sliced red onion, lemon zest, caper berries, fresh dill, and some sour cream. Let's put it together and make this happen. I want a salmon with you. This is our third and final dish for our Salmon Gravlax. And we're going to be doing some tostadas. A little South American dish. I'm going to make a chili mint chutney. I got some fresh mint, brown sugar, Thai bird chilies, fresh garlic, cilantro, Aztec blender made of volcanic rock, olive oil, apple cider vinegar, some honey, some yellow corn tortillas. We're going to throw it all on the barbecue, some fresh charcoal, put some wood smoke on it, put it together with a creme fraiche, a couple nice little accompaniments. Fuck you.
I think he would be down for me to tell him that he'd been waiting around here for all of his life. And it took time for the soul to come. When it came, I saw the same old scene over and over again, my friend. People squawking and squawking in the park and sitting on the bench. about things. I've been other people, other parks, the street, living from the heart, street, living's kinda hard, the street, people fall apart. There's a park bench that's painted black and white, and when you sleep there, you don't get wet when you wake up because the trees are withered, so you dry in the sunlight. You sit there and you prepare to make a move, and so you go through each and every can. Look inside, trying to see something that you didn't see last night. You wanna hear something to eat, and you go down the street. You see some friends of yours, and they all speak, saying, "What's happening? You a pocket man?" No, ain't nothing to it with the survival, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls.
The road in life isn't easy. It's always going to be filled with curves and turns. But I promise you this, if you cook from the heart, there will always be a memorable and desired meal at the end of your day. I want to get you guys away from the fear, that element of fear. I can't do this, the unknown, I've never tried that. Don't be afraid to fail. Failure is part of the process. Try something new. Buy some new ingredients. Try a new recipe. If you overcook your chicken tonight, put it in a soup tomorrow. Put it in a pasta. Nothing goes to waste. This is a learning game, and I want you guys to try something new and try it with me. Let's go. CUDAS Kitchen.